PTC winner bracket semi-final will be THE versus MnM. So we will have the 1v1 being starting off point. We'll have Nevermind from MnM versus Eddie, currently guest driving from HPD, with THE1. The winner of this match will go to the winner bracket final to face off against whoever is the winner of Venture and what's her name again? Ecort. But straight into the first round here on the 1v1, which is Kijonka by Deska, I believe it is. And straight away we can see Eddie is off to a strong lead, and Nevermind makes the first big mistake of this match, and he drops down to about 0.6 behind. So Eddie, let's go straight up to him and see how he reacts to knowing Nevermind will be slightly behind. And if he is playing muted, then he'll at least be able to hopefully have HUD on, or he will be getting the calls from his teammates. So Eddie looking to secure his first round here, doesn't need to take so many risks here, as Nevermind makes yet another mistake, drops a second and a half behind. This map can be very tricky, it can catch the players out. However, it looks as if Eddie will start off strongly for THE. Gets the 1 point on the board, a reminder of the format for the first sub-match. It will be 2 1v1 played, and it will be the combined score of both of them which will decide who will take the first point. So at the moment you can see Eddie's at 1-0, and it will stop when the first player gets to 7. Or tennis mode, I believe might be in action, but I'll need to double check that. And then secondly, say we enter in with a score of 7-4, that means in the second 1v1 the players will have an advantage of 3 points. So at the moment Nevermind is once again behind. That is a much better section they did there last round, so giving himself a chance here. However, Eddie with a strong lead here, and of course a very, very talented and capable player. Recently just missed out in Pro League qualification, but during that tournament definitely did show his strength, especially in Season 2. Nevermind certainly no slouch either, but in this round Eddie is making him look a bit slow here. They're both on good rounds here though. Nevermind with too shallow a line though. Went too wide on exit of the drift before, so that means he has to settle for going 2-0 down here. And Eddie takes round number 2 for THE. So THE already off to a great start here. So let's see what round number 3 will give us. Again, one of the more difficult maps of the pack, it must be said, with Kishonka, purely because a lot of kind of strange lines of which the players might not be used to, a lot of obstacles they might not be used to reacting to. Eddie demonstrating why these obstacles can be dangerous, does go a bit too close on the inside there, clips the CP, and does lose a lot of time here. So now the round is in Nevermind's hands, and you can see he does have the 0.7 lead here. So with the first potential round in the bag for MnM, let's see how Nevermind reacts. Let's see what kind of performance he can muster to simply safe the round. He doesn't need to go too close to the walls here. Again, some parts of this map can be very tricky, so Nevermind making a mistake here last time. We can see he takes it much, much easier. And Nevermind will finish this round off and take us to 2-1. So, not at least going to be a walkover for here. You have Nevermind striking back and at least bring it back down to a 1 point advantage. I mean, despite the 1v1 format, it's always important in this type of format to get as much points as possible, even if you're going to be on the losing end, due to the second 1v1 starting with the points of the first 1v1. So, Nevermind was having a lot of trouble in the start, it must be said, but this time he seems to have at least got that sorted. However, Eddie with a great turn there, where he made a mistake last time, does catch up and overtake. So now the pressure once again on Nevermind. However, he's been behind at this section before, but it's not always ended well that way. However, they do draw level, 4,000s between them at that last CP, and we are going through the middle section of the track, transitioning into the end, where a lot of these Turns can be tricky. You want to be getting as much speed on the exit of these as possible. So never mind releases his braking very early and it gives him a bad angle. Goes too far outside and he does crash into the wall. And he will give this round to Eddie out with Eddie making any mistakes. Let's take a quick look at Steady Eddie. And here we go. Eddie takes a 102.7. Good job from the German from HPD. Of course, he is representing THE in this tournament as a guest driver due to HPD not fielding a team for this tournament. Unfortunately for a lot of the players who are in there, would be very excited to see what they'd be capable of. But here we go. We move on to round number 5 here with Eddie with a firm advantage. Never mind, not off to the best start once again. Takes a lot more speed out of that left-hander though. Eddie always catches up here. Never mind, at least seems to take it better this time around. So let's focus on the Molotovs and Marshmallow captain. See what he can pull out for his team here. Takes a very inside line here. That seems to be the line that he favours. Maybe looking to control his speed for the rest of the map, make the rest of the sections a bit easier, perhaps. Who knows? But Eddie is hot on his tail at the moment. Both players looking very good here. Eddie goes for the earlier release this time. He's a tiny bit smoother on the downhill there. And they are side by side, but that turn looks is a bit deceptively tricky there. And never mind, gets a slight no drift or makes an error in how he approaches a drift. And as a result, Eddie will take yet another round and take it up to 4-1 there. So great job so far from Eddie. And THE look to be in the driving seat in this series so far. Of course, I want all sub-matches. The 1v1 and the second 1v1 are counted as one sub-match. The 5v5 and the 3v3 are each worth 1 point. So you need to win 2 sub-matches, as you can lose a maximum of 1, of course. So never mind, seems to be getting the start a bit better this time now. We go back to Eddie here, who this time in this section of the track playing from the back of the field. However, he's been looking very good on this track, so I wouldn't put a comeback from Eddie, especially from this a gap behind, or too far away, so to speak. He goes pretty inside there. He sacrifices a little bit of airtime, but does bring him directly level with Nevermind. That's a very close round so far. Nevermind gets a lot more exit speed there, but that means he does jump a bit further, so he doesn't get the downhill as smooth as he'd like. Oh, and Eddie makes the same mistake Nevermind done last round, and that should put Nevermind in the driving seat for this, and it looks like he will take home his second round, and he does with a 102.5. And takes the score up to 4-2 here. Only a 2-point gap between Eddie and Nevermind. Eddie still in the driving seat here, making some slight mistakes, but he's definitely looking strong still. But we move on to round number 7. Let's see who the start treats better this time. Eddie looking good. Looks like he's got the early advantage in this round. You see, he goes for a lot more of an inside line there than Nevermind. That does allow Nevermind to get more speed, but Eddie can control his speed better and can get better lines as a result. Now, Eddie lost a lot of speed going through here. Nevermind risking a little bit, going very close to the left-hand side wall as we saw there, and does overtake. However, will it stay that way throughout the rest of the map? I think Eddie had to make a small adjustment there due to his line. Oh, Nevermind with bit of a crazy line there just to rescue from a small error he done. He is still in the round. He's only 1600s behind. He needs to risk here actually. Eddie makes a big mistake. Eddie might have known that he would have had a bit of breathing room here, but he nevertheless does make the mistake and does lose the round as a result. Nevermind takes home his third round. A 102.8, and we are getting closer. Eddie did extend a bit of a lead there. Now it's back down to a 1-point lead. So let's see what both players can do here. And both players are showing their very strong running 0.5s on this map, which is certainly no slouch of a time. See, Eddie always goes for that kind of more inside approach to this start. and it seems to work out very well for him, as Nevermind has now a 0.2 gap behind. Oh, Eddie went over the hole there though. You're not supposed to do that, and you can see he loses speed, and Nevermind overtakes. However, he has to slow down here, so the speed he gained will be scrubbed away. So now Eddie has the chance to get closer. Nevermind very close to that left-hand side wall there. Eddie is within arm's reach though. He can take this round. However, he'll need to count on a mistake from Nevermind. That might be what he needed. Nevermind going very far wide in that corner, so that didn't give him the best line there, and he gets a bad drift going through there, so it means he will lose speed on the exit here. Now it's all going to come down to the ending. Eddie got a fantastic right-hander there. Nevermind, will he be able to do anything in the last turn? Ooh, he nearly got him there. Went for the very, very inside line, but it wasn't enough, and Eddie does rescue that round, so very, very good job there from Eddie to recover from the little bit of adversity he had. Bring it up to 5-3 here. So at the moment, it'll be a 2-point gap for his team. Let's see if he can extend it, or if he's going to lose it. So this time, both players off to a smashing start here. Relatively similar lines, but you see here Eddie gets a much wider exit. Ooh, very close to the inside there was Nevermind. He's not leaving much to chance, it must be said. Long time MnM representative from Romania, as you can see his flags on the cart. Ooh, was that a mistake there from Eddie though? It was a massive mistake from Eddie. I think he went just a bit too inside on there and did crash. So this will give Nevermind the opportunity to bring the 1v1 to 5-4. Again, he should know this, and I know Nevermind is playing muted, but at least he should at least have HUD on or cars on at some point and know he can't see or hear Eddie. Oh, he makes a big mistake at the ending though, but by virtue of Eddie making a much bigger blunder, that will mean Nevermind will take the round regardless. So, lucky there for MnM, it must be said. That could have got a lot worse if he crashed and perhaps flipped upside down. You know what kind of havoc that can play on the mind if you had a round secured and you mess it up. However, we don't have many rounds remaining here by the looks of things. We are in round number 10 now. Very close sub-match so far. Ooh, Eddie makes a mistake though. That start is really susceptible to mistakes, as you need to take it very tight to get a really good line here. So Nevermind once again has a round of which he should be in control of, very close to the left hand side. Any MnM fans out there be biting their nails looking at the kind of lines he's doing. You can see he looks as if he perhaps knows that he does have the advantage now. Looks like he's safing the corners a bit more. Eddie is 0.9 behind, so as long as he manages to safe it reasonably, he shouldn't lose too much time. However, this map can still catch you out if you are not paying 100% attention at all times. As we see there, he gets a no slide. Where is Eddie? Oh, Eddie's still slightly behind here. Eddie's got a 0.2 gap. Is Nevermind going to be saved once again despite making a mistake? He is. MnM definitely getting lucky here as a virtue of Eddie making bigger mistakes than Nevermind. But we are up to 5-5 here now, I believe. And the scores are equal for the first time since the very start of the map. So, question is, how will Nevermind react now he's up equal? How will Eddie react now that he has squandered a bit of a lead in this sub-match? Oh, Eddie going very wide there, you see. Almost perhaps a bit of panic knowing he made that same mistake last time. He releases and sacrifices the lead in this round to Nevermind. However, it is only the first few corners. There is plenty of track left for Eddie to strike. And see, here's gaining speed going through this section. This time going for the inside line, much like Nevermind has been doing. Are we seeing Eddie in attack mode perhaps? Does get a bit too much airtime there. You can get away with a little bit there, but that was just a tiny bit too much. Nevermind does have the advantage. A very small advantage, and he needs to make sure he doesn't mess up this turn. You need to go as far to the left as you can as possible, so that you've got as much time to adjust and make sure you don't get the slides, which give you the no drift, or the drift marks, so to speak. But this time it looks as if Nevermind does not have any trouble, and he brings it up to 6-5 now. So from a considerable, I believe it was a 3-point lead at one point for THE, Eddie's kind of point starving himself a little bit here. And yes, this is the first 1v1. And we might see the conclusion of it here, depending on what Eddie can do to react to the rounds of which Nevermind's driving. Is Eddie capable of striking back here? He does the start better this time. Doesn't go too close to the outside. Kind of tables have turned here. This time it's Eddie getting the much better approach going through here. I've seen him having issues going through this corner, and that's the same once again. He goes for the inside line and he loses speed there normally, but it just goes too inside. Perhaps trying to compensate for the speed he had. Does make the mistake, and once again the round is in Nevermind's hands. But every time this has happened, he has made a mistake. This time it's the question is, will he make a mistake, and will Eddie be able to capitalise on it? So this is the most important round. If Nevermind locks it out now, that means he has a 2-point advantage for the next 1v1 to play with. So it's crucial, especially as the second 1v1 is the most important. So perhaps the most strong players will be going for it. But Nevermind does take it home with a 7-5 scoreline. So the first 1v1 goes the way of Nevermind and MnM. However, there is not yet a point gained. They must still do well in the second 1v1, and now the big guns are coming out. We have Kulve from Team MnM, and we have the German powerhouse Dexter from Team THE, who is, I believe, the current world record holder, as it says here. So if we take a quick look at the deadies, since we're on the second 1v1. Dexter here at 178. We have Kulve at 273. And we look a bit further back. We have Eddie a 384. And Nevermind a 464. So very interested to see how the players will shape up here. And the world record does seem to be the 178 by Dexter. Kronos has a 179 in time attack. So the players will warm up, pardon me. Yeah, so basically to explain, and the little downtime we have, with each map pack, as Wind is saying, the format changes, so they keep it fresh basically. So yeah, they keep it fresh, they change the format with each 1v1. So last week and this week, there's 2 1v1s, 1 3v3, and which a player can be banned in that 3v3, and a 5v5. A little bit of banter going through. I mean, for any of those who don't know, of course, it will just be in good fun when the players at least have jokes with each other. Or BM, as they like to call it. Very rarely, of course, are the teams ever at odds with each other. Everyone that kind of Trackmania community normally kind of gets on quite well with each other. So it looks like it's going to be the last warm-up here between Kulve and Dexter, which is going to be a very, very interesting 1v1. Two are very, very well-renowned players. Of course, Kulve been in the Fun team and the MnM lineups for quite a long time. And Dexter been a long-time THE player. Was temporarily in PKD and also was a long-time MIMO player, of course. Before he went back to THE, and it has been both players have been very, very well renowned and very strong for such a long time. So it's hard to tell at least who has the edge here. Of course, warm-ups are a bit hard to judge, but at least Dexter looks like he's doing very well here. GLHFs are being written in the chat. And the second 1v1 will get underway with the score at the moment being 7-5. So it's a question of who gets to 12 points first. If MnM get to 12 points, then they will at least have secured the draw. However, if Dexter gets to 12 points first, then... Well, so of course they'll secure the draw if they get to the 12 points, but Dexter needs to get there before MnM do it. And Dexter is in the place to do that here. You can see he's off to a very strong start. 0.25 of a lead here. Oh, and Kulve makes a big blunder there. And he is out of the round. He has retired. So, looks as if it will go straight to 7-6 here. So, despite Kulve having the advantage in the points, it can still be a bit difficult to play with an advantage. Of course, the mindset changes when you're not just going into a 1v1 on equal footing. Of course, the same can be said though, it'll change for Dexter. The pressure is on him to make sure he gets good rounds, so it'll be interesting to see how the players cope. But at the moment, Dexter has struck the first blow in the second 1v1 and brings the total score up to 7-6. So here we go for the second round, or if we're counting, well in fact we can't count the total rounds since there's been warm-ups and stuff, but cool, at least off to a better start here. However, Dexter had a really strong round last round, and that kind of coincided with all sections of the map, and you can see here he eradicates Kulve's advantage, and Kulve eradicates himself from the map. He goes a bit too close on the inside there. Didn't leave himself enough room to get around that hole, does make contact with it, and as such the run is pretty much over. So that means it looks as if we're starting off from the 1v1 pretty much fresh. So it will be 2-0 to Dexter here. And Dexter needs to get to the magic number of 12. First. So, strong round there from him though. Only 0.28 from the world record, does secure it at 102.4. A very, very good round. So we are up to 7-7 here. So what's going to happen in the next round? Will Kulve manage to recover the losses he has made? Or will he continue to make mistakes here? So a close start for both the players. Kulve goes a bit wider for more speed. Dexter's the one going very close to the hole this time. I might see a good round coming out of these players now. Hopefully no mistakes. 600s are the difference. Dexter get a slightly better section there though. Kulve, not the best exit, and he initiates his drift far too early there and crashes into the pole. It's one of these things, being a very fast driver against a very fast driver, is the margins of which you have are going to be very tight. You need to initiate that drift as early as you can to get as good a time as you can. And speaking of a good time, 0.399 by Dexter. Definitely showing he means business here. That's an extremely strong time. And he does take the lead in this sub-match for THE, up to 8-7 here. And who played the first 1v1? It was Nevermind versus Eddie, and it was 7-5 to Nevermind. So Kulve here has not yet had a clean run, and that is not a good sign when you are 3-0 down. That gives your opponent a lot of confidence that they can then perhaps do their own thing and count on mistakes from the opposing player. Kulve does get that smoother this time though. Dexter going very close to the right hand side wall. Oh, Dexter always so close to that pole there. But he makes it work. And at the moment, he is far ahead here. Might not seem it. And Kilvey's pad disconnected, I'm assuming. He goes straight off the track. And he is well, he was 0.2 behind. Now he's a lot of points behind. Now MnM are 2 points behind. Once again around for Dexter here. And there we go. So 103.7 for Dexter there. Maybe made a slight mistake that I didn't catch. However, THE are now in the lead with 9-7 here. So Dexter very close. So Kilvey having pad issues, but still going on. Well, Dexter went a bit too wide there. Perhaps had to make a small adjustment. This time it's Kilvey starting off in first place after the start. Well, let's stay that way though. Kilvey gets a better line going through here. Dexter will have more speed, but he has to get the air time as a result. So that will even things out a little bit here. Ooh, Dexter gets a much better line going through there. Overtakes Kilvey and leaves him for dust there. And as you can see here, Dexter extending lead through the mid and the late sections of this track. Kilvey's going for it. He's going very wide to try and keep up. Going for as much speed as he can. But it's just not enough here. Dexter putting on an absolute clinic on this map. He had to release a slight bit there, I think, but he manages to bring it home. Only just, but manages to bring it home for 102.6, and they are now up to 10 points. They are 2 points away from securing this, and it has been a flawless performance from Dexter in this 1v1. 10-7 at the moment. Kilvey has not got 1 point yet, and Dexter has 5. Can be a very frustrating situation as a player. But, as again, it's a question of mindset. Can he push through it? Can he at least get some points on the board, but make sure Dexter knows that he's still there? Because, of course, when a player gets a bit overconfident, then it can lead to a very bad situation for the other player. If a player like Dexter gets on a roll and can't stop, or doesn't stop rather, at the moment, we're still in the late sections of the track, and Dexter is not in the lead, which is a bit of a strange sight in this sub-match, but we can see Dexter goes for a lot more speed here, and that's perhaps a better way to initiate the drift with a lot less problem, at least for the no drift. However, you need to worry about the landing bug there as well. Dexter going for it. Oh, he nearly stole it. That was a spectacular final turn there from Dexter. Nearly stole it at the death there, but Kilvey gets his first point on the board. So there is now a 2 point gap, but Kilvey needs to drive a lot more rounds to close this out than Dexter does, despite the score. Both players relatively equal going through the start. Dexter gets it more inside. That brings him roughly level. There we go, now he is ahead. Both players almost exactly the same line there. As you can see, they're completely inside each other. Kilvey goes a bit lower down there. That seems to be a turn of which Dexter makes quite a bit of difference there. You can see they have perfectly executes that turn. So Kilvey's going to need to hope for a mistake here, or a bit of luck on his part. He's definitely not too far away, so if a mistake happens, it's entirely possible. You see Dexter gets a lot of speed going through there, but perhaps not gaining as much of an advantage as he would like. So Kilvey will need to risk it here. Oh, and in 100th of a second between them. Shows how tight these margins can be. That's 2 times a person from behind has tried to snipe and only just failed. So 11-8 here. Dexter needs 1 more round to close off this 1v1. Kilvey needs to go on a hell of a streak to stop him. Kilvey only needs 5 rounds. He has 1. Dexter needed 7 rounds. And he has 6. Dexter is off to the best start here. Once again, goes very wide though. Allows Kilvey to get back in the game. And they are equal now going through this section. However, we're seeing here Dexter does have the better line going through this. So Kilvey's small advantage again there might be wiped out. Dexter, of course, a very tough to beat player at the best of times. And this looks to be one of the best of his times. Performing very well here. And again going for his different outside line, but that's what you need to worry about. He dropped down onto the ram and it looked as if he got a ram bugger, at least made contact with something. A lot more to worry about going through there. But Kilvey does get another point on the board, a 102.4. So Dexter will be looking to close it out soon. He does not want to leave it much further. Of course, that's when the pressure can come, because of course Kilvey is no pushover. And he's been showing that in these rounds, but Dexter with that little extra 10% it looks like at the moment. Looks as if he got a slight start bug, but already eradicated by Kilvey not doing a very good transition. Not having a very good transition, whichever one it was. Dexter had to make a small adjustment there though, so that kind of evens both the players out. Albeit temporarily perhaps. And Kilvey's at least got a tighter line here. Dexter, oh, and Kilvey makes a big mistake there. Initiated too early into the left. And that will put the round and this sub-match in Dexter's hands here. You can see already he's going for the safer lines here. Not going close to any sort of vault as he does not need to. And THE look like they're going to be taking the advantage in this match for sure. With a 1-0 sub-match score. And that means we only need one more sub-match to win, of course. And there we go. Dexter closing off in stealth, a .419. Faster than any other time Kilvey drew throughout the race. So perhaps even if he was driving at his best, he might not have even been able to stop that. But very good job there by Dexter. Showing why he's regarded as one of the best players. So now we move on to the second map, which is PTC Bewitched. I believe it's by Kezar, if I remember correctly. We will see. And this will be the 5v5. We'll see what kind of lineups the players the teams put together. So of course with 5 players, a lot more will be on the track. And let's take a look at the deadies here. So first of all, check the MX just in case. So the world record here is a 59.068 by Omnipots. That is on time attack. Oh, where did we go? Come on. Okay, so we do have Dexter who does have a faster time on it. I believe he's got a .0 or a low .1. However, anyway, Dexter, at least in the rounds deady, has a .206. Carty a 224. Let's see, Nevermind a 318, Kilvey a 320, Eddie a 321, so a lot of people within a few hundreds of each other. Let's see, Piranha a 366, Ager a 378, anyone a bit further back perhaps, Rambo a 548. And that looks to be it. No one at the back. So let's check the lineup for THE and how many players do they have on track. They have 6 players on track in total. They have Mopple, Piranha, Eddie, Deska, Dexter and CC Man. So let's see if we can get an idea of which one of those will be showing up. So Dexter, Eddie, Piranha, Deska and Mopple at least are their fastest in the locals. CC Man is a bit further behind. Only person who seems to be missing is Rambo. Yo Nico, welcome.
Somebody end this round or what the fuck is going on?
Hello.
Nice yoke mopper.
Yo, Speedy, did you read that?
I'm not on the server.
Oh my god.
No.
Some madness is happening.
What's happening?
What's happening?
It's happening.
Nothing.
Yes.
Is Scotty not there?
I'm here. It's just all in German, so I don't understand it.
Oh, is it on your chat? Let's watch your channel stream, and I can tell you what he said.
Okay.
I think Revo knows what he said.
Yeah, but I don't.
Do you want to move or do we stay here?
It's okay
Oh,
for
okay.
me.
I'm turning it down right now. Oh my god.
I guess
That sea burst.
Are you done?
that bitching in German, dude.
Have you finished read?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what is a bitrate, Scotty? Is it 4000?
5,000, I think.
Because it's a bit pixelated in the small areas.
I could put it higher, but does that not mean that people with shittier internet connections find it harder to watch?
Well, it's a natural filter.
He thought I drove that with DDR.
Are you streaming on NVNC or are you streaming on X264?
NVENC.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah, because I had to change it to that.
Yeah, because you have lag otherwise. Or stuttering, I guess.
No, but it's because TM1 it didn't work otherwise.
Really?
Yeah, put my FPS down to like 40 or something.
Ah yeah, that's what I had as well. That's why I don't play TMNF anymore. Shit game.
Bet it's fine. Cell 94 disagrees with you.
What?
I don't know why they needed to wait, because I mean they've got a good lineup here.
Oh,
Maybe they're all hacker men.
Sticks are playing on 5 PCs at the same time.
Yeah. One controller in each foot, one on each of his hands, and one in his mouth. Catty, I believe in you.
Okay.
Okay, boys, go.
But Scotty would be really sick if you had a second PC that you can cast and train at the same time.
I know.
Oh,
Well, that
really?
well, I wouldn't really be able to do that, to be honest. I'd just get
You have a
distracted.
laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up.
Right, well, I get muted anyway, just simply because I am casting. So here we go. We are going live into the 5v5, and the teams will be for THE, Mopple, Piranha, Eddie, Deska, and Dexter versus MnM's Ager, Kulve, Nevermind, Carty, and Rookie. So we'll go with Mopple here since he's number 1 up at the top. So a 5v5. Lot of players on the track at the same time. You can see here the THE players aren't looking too hot at the start, but we are only 25 seconds into the round. Dexter far in the lead here, but the round is blue players at the back, and a sea of red players here, but mistakes can still be made. This ending is very tricky, as the players are showing us a few going very close to making mistakes here. But both teams kind of holding their positions, it looks to be. Deska going for it, but he loses some speed in the exit of that turn as a result. It looks as if it will be an MnM round here. A lot of THE players cleaving through the pack though. Are they going to manage to get any important positions? I think they do. I think this is a draw. Actually, it's a THE round, I believe. By 1 point, if I'm correct. It is. So blue team take the round. Poor ending there, it must have been said by the MnM guys. Seemed to be that was a problem. And they do manage to take it. So we'll go back to Kulve, who's made the first mistake. No mistakes for the first round though, which is very impressive. Kulve already close to catching up. Piranha falls back early on. Oh, Dexter and Carty make mistakes. Of course, key player for THE and MnM going down there. Especially with Kulve already behind. But we look up to Eddie, who's almost arm in arm with Mopple and Deska here. Mopple makes a mistake though, he goes too close to the right hand side. There's a top 3 for MnM here at the moment, with Rookie, Nevermind and Ager at the top. And they do go relatively safe through there, apart from Rookie. It was very close to the left-hand side there, I believe. Oh, Ager! Oh my god, Ager! That was pretty crazy, but the round does go to MnM, with Rookie kind of going blow for blow there with Dexter, and both of them getting a 0.3 with the winning round. And it goes to 1-1 for MnM now. So let's keep an eye on Dexter this time. Made a mistake last round. Let's see what he can do in this one. Oh, he touches the pole there. Looking to go for his best start he could possibly get, but he has sacrificed the lead and makes another massive mistake. Dexter is all the way out of this round now. Mopple and Piranha have made mistakes. What's happening to THE here? Looks so good in the first round. There's only 2 rounds, it's only early. So we might still see a comeback from what are extremely powerful players. Of course, with the new recruit Deska on display here just in front of Rookie, and that is actually Eddie making a mistake as well. I'm going to watch Deska here as he fights his way in a sea of red, but not much he can do here, but he can at least get himself in the mix, get himself some good confidence going. Oh, it was a mistake being made by Carty, I think. Yes, it was. So Carty sacrificing some points there, but he does manage to finish regardless, and it's another top 3 for MnM as they take the round once again. So it's now 2-1 to MnM. They take the advantage in this sub-match. It will only be to 7. Tennis mode, I believe, will be... Yeah, tennis mode will be enabled, pardon me. Oh, Carty, though, gets a little bump going over the transition. Oh, and that was a no-slide or something by Dexter there. Danik B's curse working in overdrive here as Dexter crashes a 3rd round in a row. Go up to Carty here, who's the next ahead. Go to Rookie here. Deska up nearer the front this time. However, he still has a lot of MnM players to fight against. Ager and Rookie looking strong here. Kulve is only just behind. However, Deska has Piranha and Eddie here with him. Let's go to Piranha. And there's a lot more blue here than there was last time, but there is still quite a lot of red as well. So will it come down to the ending? Any mistakes here? Eddie and Deska look good. Rookie's falling down. Who's it going to be? It looks like a blue round, perhaps? I'm not sure. I think it's actually a red round. I think it's a red round. Not entirely sure though. We will see. Oh, 27-28 to MnM. So they take it by 1 point. Despite the blue players getting 2nd, 3rd and 4th, they also got the last 2 positions courtesy of mistakes. So a bit of a kick in the teeth there for THE. But then again, they of course did win a 27-28 round themselves, so they can't be too unhappy about it. See quite a big difference in the lines there between the 2 teams. Oh, and that was a mistake there. I believe a blue player and a red player have now fallen down. Let's see if we can find out who it was. Eddie is falling down and 2 MnM players have bit the dust. Nevermind and Rookie are behind, but by virtue of it being a 5v5, they do have more players to back them up, and Ager is here in 1st place. Let's see what the other MnM players are. We have Kulve and Carty, who are left to fight the good fight. Oh, Dexter makes a mistake there, allowing Carty and his teammate Deska to overtake. Kulve's not too far behind here either, but it's all going to come down to this ending. Some risks might be needed by the likes of Carty and Kulve. And it looks like it might be a blue round here. I'm not sure. I have no idea. It is a red round by 1 point, by virtue simply of Rookie making not as big a mistake as Eddie, and that is another 27-28 round that goes in the way of Team MnM. So frustration might be coming out here for Team THE. Now that was Ager this time dropping down. And Alex has jinxed him. No mistakes going through here. You see a few players dropping back. They will go up to Rookie, who is just ahead. There's a lot of work to do here. Deska though got a bit of airtime, so you'll see him dropping back. Let's go to Carty, the next MnM player up, as Rookie makes a mistake. There's a 2v2 up here at the lead. Dexter doesn't get the best exit there though. Goes very far inside, but he will keep it going. Nevermind goes a bit too much of an elementary mistake there. Goes too far to the left and does touch the ball. Very avoidable, but nevertheless, top 2 for THE. Is this going to be the round where they get themselves back on the board? And it looks like it, yes. Very strong there from THE. 5 other players in the top 7. And there we go, MnM making mistakes. Making more mistakes than THE now. Will that be a trend we will see continue? THE will be certainly hoping so. They've only got 2 points on the board here. Need another 5 to win this sub-match outright. Out with tennis mode, of course, but finally a convincing round under the belt for THE. Let's see what they can do with it now. Let's go to a THE player. Let's go to Eddie, who's a bit lower down here at the moment, but we know, of course, he's a very, very capable individual. Perhaps just needs a bit of confidence, get himself rolling, but Eddie has fallen back. Let's go up to his highest point scoring teammate Deska, who's keeping himself all the time up here around the top, which is exactly where his team need him. However, he is losing time going through that section. Mopple and Nevermind dropping down. So it looks as if it's a 2v3 here up at the top 5. Deska and Dexter. The double Ds, one might say. And one of them has fallen. And one of the, I believe Rookie's fallen as well. So Deska might be crucial here. Oh, Deska though makes a big mistake going through there. Full stops into the ending. And that will be a top 3 for MnM. Ager, Carty and Kulve in the top positions. And they will secure the round for their own. With Nevermind making sure in 5th position. So now they bring it up to 5-2 here. So let's go to Dexter once again. Now, despite having an extremely good time on this map, is not performing as we would expect. I believe Piranha has dropped down. I'm not sure, but it's not looking good here for THE in what is potentially the penultimate round here. Piranha is very far behind, as we can see in the minimap there. And we have all 5 MnM players up here at the top. Not looking good for THE. What can they do? Eddie is now in the picture to back up Dexter. Let's see if they can get some good positions, or at least put MnM under pressure, make their players make mistakes. He'll certainly be hoping so. He's trying his best here. Only 0.14 behind the top. It cuts it extremely close there, but strength in numbers for them MnM players. Oh, Dexter overtakes. Scythes through the field there. Manages to get himself to 2nd place, but it's not going to be enough. And MnM make it to sub-match point here. They want to draw equal at 1-1 in the sub-match and bring it to the 3v3. The 3v3 will of course be played on a different map. But who's going to take it here? Let's go, let's just hit a hotkey and go for a random player. Okay, so will Carty take home the final round for MnM perhaps? We will see. Dexter goes for a very wide line there, but that allows him to cut as far across as possible and get an inside line at the exit. Good news is no major mistakes from any of the players, it looks to be, from either team. However, it was once again looking like a red round here, and I can hear someone's behind. I can see all 5 MnM names, so is it perhaps a blue player? Let's take a look. Eddie is far behind, but Nevermind now makes a mistake. Let's look at Dexter here, who's up at the top. See what he can do for his team. He's keeping a solid lead here of about a 10th. We've seen he's had good endings as well, and what this time is no exception. Deska needs to have a good ending here, but there's 3 MnM players here. And Nevermind takes home the position behind, so that will be GG. And it will be 1-1 now. So now we move on to Burnout by Soldier. And guess who's going to be playing that? Hold on. So Ager having a very strong performance in that 5v5, and it does go MnM's way for 7-2, being not exactly the fairest reflection of THE's performance. Did do well, did you make too many mistakes was all. Now move on to PTC burnout, as I said. You'll berg it. Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Did it fucked up again? Oh, did it fucked up again, could we?
One GG.
No, GG.
Nice, Igor.
Oh, thank you.
Good job, Ager.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Igor.
Yeah,
Yep.
well done.
You can rename to complex.
Can you call Judy?
Oh my god.
You're still in the role.
Can we go down again?
Can you?
We can,
Hello.
yeah. I
Yes,
guess
I'm
Alex
calling,
is the best to call.
Yeah.
He has the experience.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I know the map, so.
I didn't see, but I heard you were doing good.
Wow, so weird. Okay, so it's Kugako.
Deska and Spurs, yeah.
Yeah.
Should be yours.
Sugar is Sugar. Shadow is the boyfriend of Espada.
So, just again, who got banned on the map? Lund for our team and Dexter for their team, am I right?
Yes.
Exactly. Wanted to say Exalti, but that was on purpose. Okay, not that quick time's nice.
During the rounds, can you be silent?
I won't talk anyways.
Good. Exactly what
Unless
I
I
want to hear.
Unless I crash, of course, then I say I crashed.
Okay.
If you
I
don't
will
want that.
let you decide if you go outside or inside ports at the platform.
I go between poles anyway.
That fucking
will-
joke with the two inside poles, dude.
I will actually decide myself, Alex, thank you.
That's
No,
what
but
you
in case you need to save for anything.
Yeah, but
just say save or risk and we know
Yeah,
what to
for
do.
me those two lines are the same. It's just for whichever my line is before.
Yeah, but if it says risk, you can go outside with release maybe. Before you crash.
Yeah, I think it's easier to crash when you go in between the ports.
Probably is, yeah, but again, that depends on your line before it.
Yeah.
There's
Just
one
do what
line
you
where you
want.
crash anyways.
Yeah,
when you
I'll
know.
do what I try.
Just say save or risk and we know what to do.
Yep. Oh, good dice.
Not really.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got 2 points, Scotty. It's good.
Yeah, I know. My killer.
Don't know how, but
Wait, they still won that?
Yeah, it was draw and then they won the last place.
Oh, okay. Pretty sure that's not how it worked out.
There's a draw in front with 4 players and bottom 2 decided the point. Scotty was last, Deska was 5th.
Yeah, true. You're right.
But we don't need to care about that.
yeah, I will do the met. Don't worry.
How that game will do.
You have
Yeah,
to
okay.
ask a bit Carty about it.
Yeah, quick met, please.
How to cook. Your own met. We should have this. Yes.
Okay, good luck, guys.
Let's go.
I hope I didn't retire now.
That's fine, we can end round if
Yeah, but it sucks. Okay, it works.
Go, go.
Good luck.
Guess Bert failed. Yeah, you need to risk a bit in front. Okay, you can full safe, full safe. Nah, one of them just failed.
I instantly break like a million seconds when you said save.
I got full gear down
Yeah,
too.
man, it was a good decision, man.
No, that's 6-9. Nice.
He fucked up before the magnet.
Who was it? Sugar?
Yeah, Skugako.
Let's go.
Touched.
You failed with someone else, Speedy.
Okay.
It's even.
Yeah, he crashed again.
You have to push Scotty. No man, you're first.
Ah, touched.
Okay, you have to get first at least.
Still ours then.
Okay, you can save the last two.
Nice, no one.
Good job.
Good job, man.
Take
I had the upper gear and an inside line that just touched outside. Just touched.
Yeah, you barely made it.
Fuck. Ah. Was standing on my cable.
It's close. Okay, now man, you first.
Oh fuck, I crashed.
Okay, go for it, Speedy. Maybe? Nah.
Yes.
Oh,
I
nice!
was,
Nice
Oh,
one,
he
man.
fucked up the landing. Good job, Speedy.
Sick, man.
dude, I was inside the wall when you said go for it.
Yeah, well, you had to, so.
Inside
Yeah,
the
I
game.
It's
Go,
okay.
boys.
Go, Scotty!
Go, Scotty. Oh, we can do it.
Skugako is a bit behind. Deska full stopping. Okay, it's only you against Spurs. Don't risk too much. Just do a good end. Good job.
Nice. Good race. No one.
Yeah, good race.
Good race.
You can call him Shadow, by the way, the Skugaku guy. It's a bit
Yeah,
easy to
well,
call, I guess.
it's the same.
Thank you for the follow, Bizek. Appreciate it, man.
Well, for me it's the same.
Have to mute, by the way.
End round. Oh no, never mind. What the fuck? The no Skugako liked out. He was thinking this thing that the starts. Yeah, sorry.
I got no drift.
Shadow full stop.
Do we have a chance this round?
Yes, we do. With these first, yeah.
We both ahead of that guy?
Yeah. Right now it's ours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't risk it, Scotty, never mind. Speedy should save as well. Okay, it's ours. Good job.
Nice.
Sorry, my mom came home.
Thank you, Bizek. I've been playing a game competitively for about 2 years or something like that, man. Sorry for periodically muting, it's just so I don't disturb the guys.
Yeah, it was like retarded round.
To the 5-0, come on, guys.
Let's go
Yep.
to
Go.
finish this. Sorry.
You can cut up to one, never mind. You got him. It's a close up front. Deska failed. You got him, never mind. It's only you against one.
Can we save?
Yeah, you can save. Never mind, don't save too much. Yeah, you can save now.
Good job.
Good job, guys. Come on, last one.
Fuck, I was first.
Nice.
Oh my god. Scotty!
Please. Fuck you.
Scotty! Where are you, Scotty?
Wow.
That's three.
revolution. Oh
He's
my.
German, so what do you expect from him?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Come on, guys. One more. Shadow failed. You have to risk, never mind. And Scotty as well. I got top 2 right now.
But, okay.
Okay, it's all about Speedy.
Sorry, but that was my mom.
Risk the end, Speedy.
I'm first.
No.
Yeah,
But it's
never
yeah,
mind.
wasn't about,
I was
wasn't
lost.
about me. It's okay. Don't worry, guys.
It's okay, it's okay.
Dude, we have 6 rounds lead. 5, sorry.
We're good, we're good.
Let's end it now.
They are making more mistakes than you. We got top 3 now, but it's still close. Okay, you can do a safe end. It's enough. GG guys.
Yes!
There we go.
Race, boys!
Well played everyone.
There we go.
7-1. Sent them home like Brazil, dude.
Nice. Wow.
That's boys!
Wow.
Dude, I said to Igor, right? Come back maybe. Igor, no. Like €5. No.
Rebel.
Right, so there we go, guys. We are through to the winner bracket final. THE, of course, put up a resolute fight, but unfortunately for them, it was not enough. And we managed to take home the match 2-1. Of course, with 7-1 in the 3v3, 7-2 in the 5v5, despite THE having a very strong performance in the 1v1s. So, good luck to them, of course. They are not yet out of the tournament. They still have lower bracket matches. We're awaiting to see who they go against. However, we will be going up against the winner of whoever is going to be on the next match I'm going to be streaming, which will be Venture versus E-Corp. So, we are not done yet, guys. We are going to be streaming another match for you guys. I will just take a short break. I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes or something like that. And then we will get ourselves underway for yet another match, guys. But GG for this one. Congratulations to the rest of the teammates that performed very well, of course. Didn't do as best as I thought I could, but nevertheless, we are through.